What's up guys, Tate here with another Motovlog. I decided for races, what I'm gonna do is just show the highlights and then commentate over the video like I am now. So, let's get into the video. Today we are at Keithsburg for round one of the WFO Promotions Hare Scramble series. And the 98 200C is off. Now let's get into it. Here's the start. Starts up first kick, I'm in second gear. Looks like I'm in about fourth. Take the outside line, and I let off the gas just a little bit, which puts me back into, looks like sixth or seventh. And yeah, I don't even know why I'm yelling at that guy. I get so worked up on the starts. He was literally doing nothing wrong. He held me up for maybe less than a millisecond, so I don't know why I got mad, and I'm revving the engine now, which again serves no purpose. And a nice mischief there. So there's about 25 people in my class, and I'm running 7th right now. Just trying to stay with the front pack and not die. And oh, yep, of course, gotta blow a good start. So not very happy, but I mean I'm trying to remain calm. There's plenty of race left. Now we're in 30 minutes, and yeah, a little bit later. I get around, or I make my first pass. Keithsburg is very sandy and a lot of sand whoops, so I mean it's gonna test how well you've been keeping yourself in shape over the off season. Make another pass a short time later. Still at the beginning of the race though, so just trying to remain smooth. And here's classic C-Class, single file line, for the first lap at least. Make a pass here, some guy, looks like he went down. And then here, there's a small log. Thought I'd try and go around the outside, may have made a pass, but I got around one guy at least, who stalled his bike. And yeah, God, I cracked myself up just yelling. I mean, like I got held up for a couple seconds. I need to try and get less ticked off. Stall my bike here. Make a pass there. Some guy was pulled over, may have stalled his bike or just was letting me around. Who knows? Took the inside line there, a little tight. And this next section I wanted to show. Apparently there was some people who cut the course. It's gonna cut to slow motion here in a second. So right here, you're supposed to go to the right, but apparently people went straight, which took a minute or two off their lap times. So, I mean, it may have been an honest mistake, or they may have been doing it on purpose. Either way, it kind of sucks. So this guy was going up this really loose, sandy hill and got around him, but I kind of got stuck up on the top here and got past. But this is the same guy about maybe a mile later on the trail. Get around him there. For the first race here, just trying to remain smooth in keeping to my goal of beating half the class. We get to this open section here. Let her eat a little bit. And keep in mind, we're still on the first lap. This track, I think it was like 3 miles long. It's a very short track. Get around this guy. I think he's on a 65. I think I was revving my engine hoping he would pull over, or else just to let him know I was behind him. I mean, we have all this section I could make a pass, and I'm choosing the single line to follow him. A little later on here, he gets held up in this corner, and I make the pass on him. He's in the class ahead of me though, the 98 to 200, and I'm in the 201 to open C. So, I mean, that pass doesn't really do much good for me. This guy looks like he got a little sidetracked or something, I don't know. Got around him though, which is what matters for me at least. Finish up another lap, so lap 2 is in the books. Nothing really happened on the second lap. Things are starting to thin out, and people are getting into their pace. And of course I got a crash. Can't keep the crashes out of the highlights. They happen though, especially on the first round. Perks of having a two-stroke though. Starts up first kick.
Thank you.
This guy heard me coming up from behind, said thank you for pulling over. And on the same lap, I crashed in the exact same spot I crashed on the start, so nice. And right in front of a group of people right there, so looking like a pro out there. And I got passed too. So, insult to injury, I guess. Finish up the third lap. And now the arm pump and the wear is starting to set in, getting pretty tired. One guy pulls over for me, the other guy stalled on the side, so made 2 passes there. I think one of them was in my class and the other was in the class ahead of me. Guy fell over, got around him. And then this guy pulls over for me, say thank you again. Try and say thank you for everyone that pulls over. I mean, it's a race, so nobody has to pull over, but they do, and it's much appreciated. So, what was that? The third lap or the fourth lap? One of the two. Get around that guy on the inside there. This person pulls over for me, so again, say thank you.
Left side. Left side.
I think I was lapping that guy, or else I was getting around him or something. Didn't want him to go to the left, take me out, or I didn't want to take him out, so I was just yelling what side I was on. Hopefully he heard me.
Thank you.
Guy pulls over for me, get around him. And this guy, he went up this small hill and he lost control and then kind of pulled off. Don't know if something happened or what, but hopefully everything's okay with him. And now we're getting to the end of the race here. This guy and I have a pretty good battle at the very end here. I'm trying to chase him down. I mean, an hour and a half doesn't feel like an hour and a half in a race. It feels a lot shorter, so I thought I had another lap left, so I was just trying to set up on him, and then maybe he'd pull over for me or something. But yeah, I mean, I didn't think this was the last lap, and yeah, this is the last lap. I didn't get a white flag or anything. But yeah, I mean, it's fun having a battle right to the finish here. But man, I wish I would have. If I saw the white flag at the last lap, then I would have definitely given everything I could have to get around him, but I, I didn't know it was the last lap, so I didn't want to waste all my energy if I had an entire lap left. And we get around that guy on the inside. I think he was on an actual motorcycle. I don't think he was on a dirt bike. So that's kind of cool that he was racing on a street bike. And yeah, we're coming into the last two turns here. And that's the race. I think I did 5 or 6 laps. Based on the video, I did 5, but I mean, I'm not 100% sure. So, how'd I do? Well, I got 10th of about 25. So, I beat half the class. A very good first round for me, in my opinion at least. And I'm excited for the rest of the year. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this moto vlog. If you have any recommendations for me doing these races or any improvements I could be making to my videos, leave a comment. So, hope you enjoyed, and as always,